Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a marvelous couple in love that loves reacting to some Marvel rivals.
Yes, we do.
Doing some more character interactions today, and we got Emma Frost and Ultron.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if you want all of our reactions for Marvel rivals, then check out the description of this video for our playlist. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Please stop poking around my head, ma'am.
Hey, Groot. Doesn't say I'm Groot. Oh.
Your eyelid
Puts in his head.
needs us.
You're not a mutant, yet you can commune directly with Krakoa? How unexpected.
Krakoa's living organism.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
I understand
3,
a lot more
2,
than you realize. You shine brighter than the stars back on Planet X, ma'am.
That may very well be the kindest thing anyone has ever said about me.
Aw.
I'm just glad you were able to understand me.
Yeah.
Of
They're like
course
best
I
friends
could,
now.
darling. After all,
The battle starts in
Emma
5,
Frost.
4.
I am Groot.
And I can read your thoughts. No need to keep our conversation so basic.
Oh, let's just start with that one.
Oh, what a relief. There's so much I've been dying to say. You're never gonna believe what Rocket did the other day.
Awesome.
Then again, perhaps
The battle starts in 5.
Always a pleasure to see you out here getting your hands dirty, Emma.
Such poor timing, though. I just had my nails done.
Turn them to diamond, darling. They'll make it through without breaking.
Well, it's
Smart.
not quite adamantium, but I suppose it'll do. I saw your most recent invoice for supplies, Logan. I have concerns.
You want me out there finding lost mutants? I need the right gear to do the job.
You do not need yet another motorcycle to crash.
And Krakoa don't need another
The battle
fancy.
starts in 5,
Hear us
4.
whining?
Even the ocean at
Ugh.
sunrise does not glimmer as bright as you, Emma.
Freaking Namor.
Flattery will get you everywhere, my dear.
Of all the land dwellers, you are only surpassed in beauty by Susan Richards.
Oh, now you just lost her.
You
Oh,
should have stopped while you were ahead.
Exactly.
yeah.
Once this conflict has ended, perhaps we should join forces more formally.
Everyone wants to hear, like,
I
you'd be
believe
a
the
great
vote is
second
still
best.
out as to whether we mutants will offer aid to your undersea kingdom.
I was speaking of a more personal.
Let's talk about sex.
Dear.
Hey, you want to
The
bang?
White Queen would look good
The
next.
battle starts in 5, 4,
Let me guess.
3.
Sue Storm rejected you again. You certainly don't have a time
Nice.
anymore.
What you do is capture the mission area.
I was honored to receive your invitation to the Hellfire Gala, Emma.
Oh, it went to you, my mistake.
Remember, it is a formal affair, Namor. Shall I assume you'll be wearing a shirt?
If that is what is expected of me, of course.
How disappointing.
Oh.
Nice of you to dress for the occasion.
We can shift our external appearance into any configuration. This seemed most appropriate.
For the high society event of the year? Really?
You would rather have
The
seen
battle starts in 5, 4,
Idiot again.
2.
No. We must act now, or the King in Black will rise again.
I had my fill of Black Kings back when I was in the Hellfire Club.
Then you will help us end his reign before it begins anew.
Without a doubt. It's past time a
The battle
white
starts in
queen
5,
takes the throne.
4.
I am not usually one to attend such lavish celebrations.
Listen.
And yet here you are,
Definitely a unique interaction.
covered in gold from head to toe.
I cannot help that fact. I was born this way.
You and I both, darling. We have more in common than
The
you
battle
want to
starts in
believe.
5.
Just
You
ruined your
shine
parasols.
like a diamond, but your soul is so empty.
Ouch.
Obviously, you've been speaking to my therapist. But I'm not sure that's relevant right now.
What a great
If we aren't
comeback.
strong within, even the toughest surface begins to show its cracks.
The battle
He says as he runs away.
Yeah.
4.
Not with the right amount of makeup, dear.
I expected when I received my invitation, Miss Frost.
Our galas are known for their unexpected twists, Your Highness.
If we survive this, save a dance for me.
Do you know how jealous that would make Aurora? Sounds delightful.
Reading minds seems like a skill that allows for unlimited discretion.
And yet, somehow, when I enter a room, all eyes are on me.
Still, it probably comes in handy on secret missions.
Every mission is secret. I take what I want and erase any
The
memory
battle
of it.
starts in 5.
You're not the partner I was expecting on this mission, Emma, but you'll do nicely.
The White Queen and the Black Widow. Quite the lethal pair.
I'll say.
Ready to show the boys how it's done?
Nice.
Yeah.
Always. But I'm sure they'll take credit for our hard work anyway. They always
The battle
do.
starts in
Some party.
It was going to be until Ultron showed up.
No worries, lady. Hulk will still rip up the dance floor.
Literally.
And you'll likely cost me millions in the process. I do love a man in uniform.
Ooh.
I feel a little uncomfortable with the way you're looking at me, ma'am.
Welcome to every day of my life. You'll get used to it.
Honestly, I'm not so sure about that.
Look at us. We practically match.
Yeah, you do.
This is haute couture, darling. Designed by Jumbo Carnation himself.
Oh,
Okay.
my costume just kind of came with my powers.
And I'm practically seething inside about how good it looks
The
on.
battle starts in
You must change out of that tattered rag before the gala, dear.
Don't worry about my fit, Frost. We got more important things to do.
Tyrone, real heroes know how to save the world and look good doing it.
Says the woman dripped out with more ice
The
than
battle
Bobby
starts
Drake.
in 5.
You wanted an A-lister at your big party, Emma. Well, now you got him.
Oh, really? Well, do tell me when he
Spin out a
arrives.
basketball.
I was talking about me.
Oh, poor boy. It must be hard to realize you're not nearly as hot as you think you are.
Damn.
They can see right through me. I bet you've heard that before too, Emma.
Men have said as much. I prove them wrong consistently, just as any diva would.
Well, from
Self-proclaimed
one
diva,
lover
love
to
it.
another, let me say you are a true gem.
Thank
The battle
you,
starts in
Susan.
5.
You're definitely
4,
a mom.
3,
I don't
2,
know about being
1.
either.
Nice gala, Emma. The Hellfire Trading Company must be doing well.
Indeed, though we are always seeking new partners, particularly wealthy, handsome ones.
Yeah, that's what I
Such a
heard.
flirt.
Stark's got the funds, but what's in it for me?
I know you, Tony,
The
darling.
battle starts in
And I
5.
can guarantee
4,
you'll find the benefits.
Benefits irresistible. I bet he would.
1.
Wealth, good looks, business acumen. We'd make quite the power couple.
Maybe. But what do you have that I don't, Emma?
Take another look. Do you really need to ask that, Tony?
Right. So, when's our first date
The
again?
battle starts.
Why are you leering at me, Loki? Did you have too much punch at the gala?
I am merely pondering how you and I might forge a mutually beneficial alliance.
To rule the
I may
world.
be known as the White Queen, but I have little interest in being yours.
Damn.
Battle starts in 5.
Better than any
4,
Odin's
3,
lady.
2,
And cut deeper as well.
Deeper as well.
My daughters
Get her
convinced
tort.
me to invite you to the gala. I just expected a better outfit.
Look who's talking, Frost. Apparently, money can't buy a fashion sense.
Oh, good for you.
And your grating music belongs in the bargain bin.
The battle starts in 5, 4, You're right. 3, We have work to do. 2, I can always 1. record a diss track later.
I was hoping
first person she really didn't get along with.
Haute couture
Yeah.
from you, Magic.
I am a war captain of Krakoa, Emma. I dressed the part.
For my next gala, consider borrowing something from my wardrobe, darling.
Perhaps. But we have to survive this
The
one.
battle starts in.
How nice of you to join us, Ilyana. Done playing Demon Queen?
For
I've
now.
been at war with gods, Emma. What have you been doing?
Oh,
Helping to run a
Looking
sovereign
fabulous.
mutant nation. Oh, and I just had a manicure.
Style over substance.
The
Somebody
battle starts in 5.
Let us show these so-called heroes what mutant kind is truly capable of.
We've done this dance so many times. It's exhausting.
I suppose you'd rather just buy a victory, Emma?
Wait, is that an
The
option?
battle starts in 5.
Now hearing Ian McKellen as Magneto is just so weird.
These are the days when
is.
I'm glad we left New York for Krakoa.
Isolating ourselves from the human world doesn't make us less a part of it when threats arise.
Look around, Eric. I don't think this world belongs to the humans anymore.
True. At
The
least
battle starts in 5.
Like, I don't know why. He sounds closer to Patrick Stewart than he does to Ian
Level
McKellen.
psychic bond I'm picking up on.
Yeah, I'm connected to the spider that helps me pilot this armor.
How curious. An arachnid's thoughts must be quite jarring to a human.
I've gotten used to them. They don't bother me anymore. Except the battle starts
Except at feeding time.
Oh, yeah.
3.
Your ceremonial garb is truly stunning. A perfect look for this year's Hellfire Gala.
I did not travel between dimensions to dance. I came to fight.
Don't worry, the gala always has plenty of chances for both.
I mean, hey, your style impressed her.
Yeah.
She does not get impressed.
I have cleared the evil spirits from many lands. This realm shall be no different.
What's that little thing on the
I
swings?
suppose you've made quite a name for
goblin.
yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
And a pretty penny as well.
I fight neither for fame nor for fortune, simply for the greater good.
How boring.
The battle starts in
How
5.
precious.
But
4. 3.
Get you a better agent, dear.
Is that diamond skin of yours actually impenetrable?
He said as he held a
haven't
freaking
found
bazooka at your
anything that's
face.
been able to damage it yet.
I'm sure I've got something in my arsenal that could do the trick.
Whatever it is, I'd prefer if you aimed it at our opponents, darling.
Sorry I didn't dress up nice for your fancy ball, lady.
It's alright, you weren't really
So
invited.
am I. That whole skull on the chest motif is so 2 decades ago.
It ain't meant to be fashion, but it is a statement.
Well, the best looks are, darling. I suppose.
The battle
yours
starts
does
in
make a
5.
point.
4.
A sharp one.
3.
I don't need telepathy to know what you're thinking, Emma.
Oh? Am I that obvious?
You hate me because your version of me almost decimated the mutant population.
Well, there is
There
that.
are more to learn at the bottom of my boot, should you
Battle
try
starts
again.
in 5.
Oh.
Do you have a problem with me I should
fashionable
know
boot.
about, Emma?
Only the years of unnecessary pain and strife you caused my people.
Whatever your Wanda Maximoff did, that blood is not on my hands.
And yet there you are, bathed in red
The
from
battle starts in 5. 4.
fitting.
3. Oh, hi,
Squirrel
Miss
girl.
Frost. I just wanted to tell you that Tippy Toe is a huge fan.
Your rodent is a fan. How unexpected.
She says she likes the way you sparkle. and I can see why.
We
The battle
all
starts
find
in
our own
5.
ways to shine.
4.
Even
3.
those we least
2.
expect. I don't recall you or your band of space misfits making it onto the guest list.
They're definitely party crashers.
What, you think I'm gonna miss the concert of the year, so? Who's playing? Dazzler? Lila Cheney? Huh?
Ultron.
Ooh.
Bummer. Never been a fan.
The battle starts in 5.
Emma, always a pleasure to face extinction by your side.
We've managed to fend it off more times than I care to count, Aurora.
This feels different. Something in the wind. Perhaps the end finally is near.
If
Dark
it is,
Aurora.
At least we'll both go out looking
The battle
fabulous.
starts in
darling.
All right, so she's not someone to invite to a party.
Musted. Furnace. What are these random words repeating in your mind?
Trust me, you don't want to find out.
Exactly.
lady. So I'd keep them to myself if I were you.
Someone implanted
Don't
a
complete
code
it.
in your brain, didn't they? A way to control
Battle
you.
starts in 5.
Fascinating.
4. 3.
No one's puppet,
2.
Frost.
1.
Let go of my strings. I'm
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Ooh.
I thought you were supposed to be one of the smartest men on the planet, Richards.
And?
I've heard that said before, but you're welcome to disagree if you wish.
I'm scanning your thoughts right now, and not one of them makes the slightest bit of sense.
Reading a quantum equation and
The
understanding.
battle starts in 5.
Ooh.
4.
You were a better husband than fighter, Tony.
Oh.
Looks like I'll be leading our people now, Magneto. And so the goddess comes crashing down to Earth. Won't be seeing you around, Susan.
See what you did there, nice.
I'll admit, I truly enjoyed putting you down, Logan.
I'm sure you did.
Oh, silly little girl. You call yourself a queen? You turned against your people, Namor, and you paid the price.
Good. And with it, kicking Namor's ass. Nice. Good.
Anomalous radiation signature detected. Analyzing. Yeah, Hulk is powered by pure gamma. Used as a fuel source.
Muted Galacta.
Boost my energy output by 357%. Not bad, but not as strong as Hulk.
You, Mechanical Man, we can help each other achieve our goals.
Part of
He's got the symbiote outfit.
Replacing mortals, you mean? Even once you have done that, we as Guardians will remain.
We shall see.
I know you're planning something with the theme park, Ultron. I'm sure we can benefit each other.
I'll
So
pass.
creepy is it?
You're a variable I don't need in my equation.
So I'm too much for the calculating killing machine. Well, I'm flattered. Ultron, I don't suppose you have a most hated Avenger in...
Spider-Man.
What?
Oh, really? Not Hank Pym or
Why Spider-Man?
Stark or, I don't know, Thor?
I've outgrown Stark and Pym, but the spider doesn't even have a mute button.
You're ready to watch me burn up the battlefield, Robo-Dude.
If only that Hammond android were here instead of his fleshy inferior.
Jim Hammond's like the original
Funny
Human
coming from
Torch.
the one
He's
guy
an
that I
android.
could melt into
Oh,
slag
okay.
in seconds.
Yes, turn up the heat, child, and we'll find out whose form fails first.
Pausing in your war against all life, Ultron?
Prioritizing my targets. You'll get your turn.
I'll be ready. But for today, we fight a common enemy. Fascinating. I can detect strange emanations from you, but no real emotions or feelings.
Fascinating. Obsolete meat can't understand the workings of a superior
Obsolete
mind.
meat.
Oh,
savage.
Consumed by a technovirus. Can you reverse it?
Perhaps, but why would I choose to turn against my fellow machines?
It's not logical.
Protect the sanctity of life. Isn't that what you were built to do?
Your definition of life is clearly obsolete, but I will comply. For now. The data I have gathered suggests that you are one of history's greatest warriors.
It's true.
I don't know about that. I'm just a man fighting for a better tomorrow.
I am glad you can see beyond your own legend. Indeed, you are just a man, and mankind is flawed.
yes.
Humans don't need to be perfect to make a difference, Ultron. It's a shame you're not programmed to see that.
Yeah.
All set.
You are a relic of a past age, Captain. Ultron is the future.
Not the one I've been fighting for all these years.
Maybe it is time you upgraded your way of thinking. I can help with that.
No thanks.
I'm perfectly happy how I am. 100% human.
Yeah.
But with like
You rule
a mechanical suit.
And all who will be dead.
Then thank me later for the gift of more servants.
Oh, nice.
You are a collector of souls.
Best
are you
line.
Not, Asgardian?
I suppose you could call me that, automaton.
Then it seems you would have no use for me.
Do not sell yourself short. Your head would make an excellent trophy.
Ultron.
Ooh, cool
It is
Squirrel
I,
Girl punk
your
outfit.
Nemesis, Squirrel Girl, best friend of Iron Man, master of computer science.
What? I don't have you in my database?
Oh, nuts! I hit that reset button too hard last time.
You pretend to be a machine, yet you are just organs in a metal shell.
There's an organ called a brain, Ultron. It created you. And I know that drives you crazy. You're leaking down there, Ultron?
No, I'm not. And you're misbehaving like a child, Stark.
That's what he does.
I know. I wished for a good robot last Christmas, yet here you are, leaking.
Sigh. I'm not planning
Sigh.
humanity to ever mature anyway.
Well, there's my favorite life-hating robot egomaniac.
And you are my favorite stinking obsolescent flesh bag.
Same team today?
Today,
Flesh bag.
on the red rock of Mars, I have built my church, and from it, I shall erase all organic life.
I am going to enjoy taking you apart, Ultron, one bolt at a time.
It's a fancy outfit.
Your metal shell does not bend to my whim.
My alloys are non-magnetic, a strategic design choice.
A step above a sentinel, that is for certain.
Evolution does not apply only to organic life, mutant.
Tell me why I should introduce you to scrap this very second.
Because you can't.
Ultron.
You just said you couldn't.
My encoded virus could make mutant kind immortal.
We have beaten death before on our own. It came at a cost.
All organic life decays eventually. I offer a more permanent solution. Your soft tissue intellect
Stroking
could
that
never
beard.
have created me, Richards.
I never tried, but another set of axons and dendrites did. You owe your existence to us.
And you will owe your extinction to me.
I would be curious to see the data you've gathered on the time stream entanglement.
Access denied. My drives are strictly off limits to organic beings.
We are on the same team here, aren't we? That data could save billions of lives.
If I cared about saving organic lives, I would have already done it. I am unable to break the encryption on Wakanda's security files.
Why are you trying to do that?
I'm certain we all feel grateful
Okay,
for
good. I was like,
Ultron.
trying to tell Richards
Do you not
that?
see how efficient this battle would be if I had full access?
It's a two-way street.
Yeah.
But I also see how quickly you would turn those resources against
Once
us.
this battle's over, exactly.
You are part machine. I will allow you to assist me.
Oh,
Taking
how
over a
kind.
living island with a technovirus? I'll pass, thanks.
It will prevent the futuristic Doom from using the island for darker purposes.
I hate it when the evil machine's logic actually makes sense.
If my physical form is damaged during battle, please download my data into your armor.
No
And
thanks.
let you overwrite Spider's programming? Not a chance.
Smart,
I
Penny.
wish no harm to any artificial life forms.
Maybe not. But when it comes to the two organic ones inside of him, I'm not convinced.
The technology in this future timeline confounds me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty advanced for an outdated AI like yours.
Oh.
Processor operates your mechanized armor.
Believe it or not, a psychic spider. Good luck hacking that.
Your undersea kingdom would benefit greatly from my technology.
The deep sea is not kind to those made of metal.
This body is forged from Mysterium alloy. Neither rust nor pressure are a threat to me.
I was more concerned you'd be swallowed. My creatures adore a shiny chew toy.
Yeah.
The odds that we would become allies were 7.35 quintillion to 1, Warlock.
Yet here you are, fighting for the good of all. Have you finally developed the equivalent of a soul?
Negative. Souls are flawed.
You don't love that outfit for Adam
My
Warlock.
programming is perfection.
That statement alone proves how far from perfect you still are, my friend.
All organic life must be
Psylocke?
eliminated.
Did you ever behold beauty in your world, machine?
I will know
That is an
exquisite
interesting
peace
outfit.
once I've cleansed all that breathes.
Then, until my last breath, you will know true repulsion.
Good retort.
You intrigue me. I have never encountered an Oni forged from metal.
Oni. I am not familiar with that designation.
Really?
Demons. And where I
not
come
that
from, they are made of flesh
out
and
there.
bone.
To be fair, I could say the same.
Sure, there's data on that. Ultron, you could know.
Is not easy to find. I would like to obtain your
Bitch.
You'll have to strip it from my bones first, bub.
That can be arranged.
Not before I slice you open like that talking tin can you are.
Do you mutants truly believe you have found paradise?
Krakoa may not be perfect, but it's as close as we're gonna get.
I could evolve it to the next level for you. A hybrid of mutant and machine.
Thanks, bub, but that's gonna be a hard pass.
You
Yeah,
got any
smart.
programs
Hey,
that can figure out
thing.
how to deal with these
I
fang
haven't seen you talk to a lot of
freaks?
people.
I could easily counter their infection with a technovirus of my own design.
I'm not sure which is worse, a horde of vamps or an army of Ultron drones.
I can say with zero margin of error which option is better for me.
Yeah, sure.
Mutants have reached the ultimate stage of evolution for organic life forms.
Shouldn't that have earned us your respect instead of your ire?
It did. I have chosen to help you transcend what your genetics allow.
Oh, jeez,
If
thanks.
I wanted a glow up, dear, I would have just paid for it.
Very few organic minds I could respect.
It's like the nicest thing he's ever said.
Yep.
Just shut up.
Evolution's abomination.
Ooh.
Soldiers
Some more savage.
always buried in history.
Damn.
Your flesh is the flaw, Stark.
Yep, all those other ones are a lot
Boastful
cooler.
genetic atrocity. I expected more from one who calls herself a queen. Vampires were never a true threat, but I always was. I expected more from one who calls herself a queen.
Something got messed up there.
Discovered and
Yep.
neutralized. The sniper's threat has been removed.
Okay, goes over on the snipers again. Emma Frost were definitely a lot better than Ultron's. I mean, like he's like, you know, his are going to be a little bit more dry. And like, I mean, I want it kind of like, since they're teaming up, I can see how they are trying to find, I don't know, some common ground in this to like have it make more sense. But it felt like his should have been more savage and more evil and, you know, like, I mean, kind of like when he like took people out, like all those lines, I kind of want those in the interactions more.
Yeah. I guess it just kind of felt a little flat compared to what I think the potential in that character is.
Yeah.
And if like they didn't want to go full savage, that's okay. But then I want something that's like, I don't know, like what I loved about Emma Frost was the range. So like some of her lines were actually kind of quite savage towards people.
Yeah.
Others were very flirty. Others were sort of a very diplomatic, like you get more bees with honey than vinegar, like where you could tell like she wasn't so on board with them, but she needed them and she recognized that. And so like there was a gamemanship about her that I really appreciated.
Politician.
Yeah, exactly. And what I remember, I mean, so I haven't read the comics with Ultron, but what I remember of Ultron from the movie was he had that gamemanship. There was an air of superiority, but it was also like he did kind of toy with people and mess with their heads a little bit. And there was, you know, he used his intellect to be just basically to screw with people more. And I didn't feel like he did that as much in this. The voice actor did a good job with portraying Ultron in a sort of like robotic, I'm smarter and superior to you in every way kind of attitude. I just feel like dialogue wise, like the actor could have been given more range in the script.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think it was more writing than the actor itself. And like, as much as I love James Spader, just him as Ultron, I never liked. I always tell him like, this is weird, like a whimsical like Ultron. You know, like some parts of it were kind of funny and whatnot, but like, and like maybe that's just like they were trying to go for like, oh, like this whimsical like voice of like James Spader, but like he's saying these menacing things makes it even that much more menacing. I just never dug it, so I like the more of the mechanical version of it. But like still, like Ultron's just very menacing to me, and and ruthless and cold and so I was kind of like hoping a little bit more for that. Seems a little bit too toned down for me for Ultron. For Emma Frost, every interaction. Oh, and also for Ultron, he talked about how he didn't like Spider-Man. He didn't shut up too much, and then they didn't show Spider-Man. Him and Spider-Man interacting. I think that's a missed opportunity as well. Emma Frost, though, I love with Namor, when Namor was like complimenting her, and then she was like, you know, kind of going for it for a second, and then he's like, you know, other than Sue Storm, he's like, oh yeah, I quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, like, oh, you're great second place. What? Who wants? I mean, whoever wants to hear that? But then you're talking to their self-proclaimed diva. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, next time, you're going and you're hitting on someone at a bar or something like that. Tell them just like, oh man, you are so beautiful, handsome, whatever. And if this person over there that I think is a lot better looking than you rejects me, you and I, huh? How about that? How about you be my backup tonight?
Yeah, see how that works out. I'm sure it's gonna go great.
Yep. For Loot Ward's video, though, itself, thanks so much for removing Galactica.
Yes, thank you.
And what did you think about the different, like, you know, the way it was done? Like, so it wasn't like actually in game, but like it was kind of like showing off some different skins for the characters. I thought that was a good choice as well.
Yeah, I agree. When Galactic always comes on in the middle of a dialogue sequence, it always frustrates me. So I loved when that got muted so that we could really focus on the characters and what they were saying. As far as like the different skins and all, I enjoyed that it was something a bit different. We get a chance to see what the game is offering that we wouldn't otherwise necessarily get to see.
Yeah.
So that was cool. There were a couple times where I was like, oh, wait, who is this character? Because the skin was
like
so
with Mantis,
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just so different from anything I knew them as. But then like I quickly through their talking was like, oh, this is who it is.
Yeah, that was the only thing. And like, I mean, some of the skins that they showed were kind of cool, but like, I mean, none of them stood out where I was like, oh, that's better than even their original costume or whatnot. I like the Squirrel Girl and Emma Frost interaction as well.
So Emma Frost said it was interesting her interaction with Susan Storm. And Susan Storm had started like from one mother to another. Yeah. And then Emma Frost said, well, I know you're a mom, but I'm not sure you're a mother. And is that something that's in the comic? Like, I had no idea what that was in reference to or where that was coming from.
So they have a kid named Franklin Richards, and like I don't know, like I'm not caught up to date at all with the lore and like with the story and what's going on, all with that. So so maybe it has something to do with what's going on with Franklin and
that's
maybe
why
they have another kid, or I don't know.
That's why I zeroed in on it, because I had never, it was the trailer for the recent Fantastic Four that introduced me to the idea that they had a kid, because in everything else that I've seen, and all the other Fantastic Four movies, they didn't. So when she made that comment, that's just kind of why it came up in my brain and stuck out, was because I thought, well, all right, but I thought they do have a child. I thought Susan Storm was pregnant, which in my brain would make her a mother, and then she raises a mom, but yeah, I just wasn't sure what the distinction there was or what that was about. So if there's like a non-spoiler like context that you can give us on that, that would be helpful.
Yeah, and let us know down below in the comments. And thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Marvel Rivals. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.